Hello everybody and welcome on in. I am running late tonight, but for those of you who are able to tune in tonight, my name is Ezra. I am a fallen angel and I am here to entertain you this evening. And oh my gosh, this is a just summary of my life right now. Okay, so right before stream started, I thought it'd be cool. It's like, okay, you know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna get a bit redeem added to mix it up and get everything ready to go. So that way, should people want to use this bit redeem, they can. And sure enough, as soon as I start messing with it, start going with it, it messed up a lot of things. And hello, Carolina Sweet. Welcome on in. Is it? Oh no, Caroline Sweets. Okay, my bad. Welcome on in. So happy to have you here. But yeah, I was just messing it up and mix it. I was like, okay, I think I got this command running. I tested OBS. Okay, looked like it worked. Okay, moving on. And all of a sudden, boom, I had no chat window. Like my chat, like browser source, for some reason, it got overwritten. Something went wrong. I was like, what the heck? So I was scrambling. Like, again, at this point, I'm already starting 15 minutes late, okay? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what the heck? But got figured out. As you can see, we have the chat right here. And the event I was trying to do, hopefully it works. If not, I will do what I can. But should someone donate 500 bits, you can actually toggle my real camera and you can see my real face. So just made that a fun little mechanic just to kind of make things a little bit more interesting and a little bit more dynamic. But yeah, sorry, I'm already like rattling. I'm just like chatting, I am ranting and raving. So, how is everybody? Again, Simp, I know you can't stay here long, but again, thank you so much for tuning in. So happy that you could tune in just even for a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly, as I'm waiting for, because again, I just was like, gotta get it up, gotta get it going. Okay, so it looks like that works. And let me see who did stream ping. Yep, stream ping went off. Okay. So bots are doing their job. And again, I might have just jumped the gun. Like, you know what? Again, wanted to quickly make sure I did say hi to Simp, make sure everything's going good. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm ranting and raving. as is life. And life, we rant and we rave. We do so many things.
Welcome to the Legion.
Oh, thank you so much, Cobalt Magpie. Thank you so much for joining the Legion. Welcome on in. We're so happy to have you. Ah, Cobalt. Oh, interesting. Did you not follow last time? Again, the 3D rendering you've been doing looks phenomenal. It's just saying it's looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna just take a second, regroup myself, get everything back together. And while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna get the word out on Twitter. You know, all the good stuff. Everything that needed to be happen that usually happens behind the scenes. But because I'm running behind, I just went script. I'm going in. We're going in. Going in, y'all. Alright. Helps if I have it on the right again. I repeat, I am like grade A scatterbrained right now. Have lost my last few days to Elite Dangerous. What's going on with you? A lot of things. A lot of things. And I will get into it here in a little bit. But again, I did enjoy Elite Dangerous. How are you enjoying it? Elite Dangerous can be fun. Although right now I'm a little bit more of a Star Citizen fan. But again, Elite Dangerous is fun. I just got a Type 6 transporter, got me a basic trade stock. Very nice, very nice. A second. Waiting for my VR headset to charge so I can play in VR. Oh, that is dope. That is really cool. Again, have you heard of not Elite Dangerous? Have you heard of Star Citizen? Okay. Heard of it, don't know much about it. It's Elite Dangerous on steroids. Like, good criminy. It is dope. I love Star Citizen. Actually, again, I did a little bit of it for my subathon a while ago. It is so in-depth. It is so intensive. Like, we're talking, it's not only just a flight simulator, but you can get up, move around your entire spaceship, not just in the cockpit. You can get up, move around. You can do basically a first-person shooter. You can leave, get onto other vehicles. Like, it is amazing. It's still technically in alpha, okay? But it's been in alpha for like 10 years. And now they're adding so much stuff to it. Oh, you're lagging? Okay, sorry. You're just dealing with the ravings of a mad woman here, okay? Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm back in 480p. Oh, okay. Well, it's at least something. You can at least hear me. But no, oh my gosh, Star Citizen is really cool. It's flight simulator, first-person shooter. You can again, it is so intensive. I'm actually thinking I might stream it one of these days. Although, oh, good crying, it does a number on my system. It does. It takes forever to load. But again, it's still technically in alpha. Crickstard! Oh, it's been a while, my friend. How's it going? I'm so happy to see you. Usually when you come in, that's when I start spilling my tea. Like the full tea. Good. I'm actually at work. Oh, that's rough. Okay, so I'm going to address a couple things real quick. Has the Star System? Yes, it has. But at least it's in one respect, just since it's been in development for so long, they can keep adding and making changes to it and go, oh yeah, no, we're still working on it. And just make it even bigger and grander and crazier. So that's kind of like the trade-off. Like, it's the two sides of the spectrum. So Crickstar, there's one cool thing I've hopefully added. Oh, poorly timed ad. Okay. It's been a roller coaster. But yeah, the one thing I've tried to add, and the reason why this stream is starting late, is because I try to get it for bits. If you donate 500 bits, you can actually switch this to a camera. Like, you can actually switch it to my IRL camera. So I think I got it rigged. I think I got it good to go. But actually, before that happens, before anybody does anything, let me do one thing. Okay. Be careful with the guard. But yeah, no, okay. So I've now got my backdrop looking a little bit better. I said as I move the blanket around. Were you using that? Mm-hmm. You already got one blanket. But I have it, again, I do have it on a timer, so basically it's like $1 a minute to see my real face. My real face. My real beautiful face. But, okay, so the cool things, I want to say, just curious, Crickstar, like, can you watch and do your work, or is it like you're on break and then once you're done with break, you go back to work? Because I know, like, when I've done work... Okay. Just want to make sure. I'm fine with disrupting work a little bit, but if it's just like, oh, you're on break, then you gotta get back, I don't want to cause that kind of issue. So in the terms of exciting news this week, I have an appointment on Wednesday to get 2 holes inside of me. I have to say it as weirdly as possible. OMG. Yeah. I don't know. Yep. They knew. Earrings. Yes, I have an appointment on Wednesday at Ulta to actually get my ears pierced. Main reason why that was possible is, again, a lot of efforts. Ooh, piercings. That took me too long. Yes, gonna get my ears pierced on Wednesday. Again, just like the normal lower on the lower lobes here. Just so that way I can then start wearing earrings and that kind of stuff. But yeah, primarily was through a myriad of efforts from you guys with your donations and doing DoorDash, because I was just like, that's it. I just want to get my ears pierced. I'm doing DoorDash until I earn enough money. And it took 2 days. That's so dumb. It took 2 days to basically get $50, okay? And I don't know what it is specifically with that. Either way. Nonetheless, goal has been completed. So as for other life updates, because last week, to put it simply, was a roller coaster of a week. So I told y'all about the job I applied for, got the 2 interviews, heard back on Tuesday, and I didn't get the job. It was between me and one other guy, and the other guy got it because he was more qualified. But the next, so roller coaster, that went down. Then I get an email from the guy I was interviewing with. He's just like, do you mind if I call you tomorrow? Call you the next day on Wednesday. I was just so we can chat. I was like, okay, sure, why not? And he called me just like, yeah, seriously, it was, and that's how I know it was between me and one other guy, is because he called just like, yeah, it was between you two. And at this point, we just had to decide. We had a lot of applicants. It was you and this guy, and he was just more qualified. But if you want to, you can apply for just like another like customer service job here. So that way, when that opportunity opens, we can just slide you on in and make it an easier transition. I was like, okay, I will apply. And so I applied. Oh, I did not email him today, so I'm going to email him first thing tomorrow morning to say, hey, I've applied, be on the lookout kind of deal. Then I applied to Target and Walmart, and yeah, I applied to all the jobs because I'm like, I need money. And immediately, like the next day, I got an email from Target saying, hey, we want to do a video on them. Exactly, no, like it was amazing. Like, again, this is where it went from just like, I'm bitter, I'm never going to this place ever, to okay, they're trying to work with me, they want me in. It's just, it was just so tight of a competition. That's what it was. So again, it was great that they didn't ghost me. So applied again. I got an email from Target saying, hey, want you to do an interview. a video interview. So got up, got dressed, got all ready, got all pretty, and did the video interview. And then I got rejections. So I was just like, Viva las la la, stopping by to say hi, welcome on in. So happy to see you. How is everything? Yeah, job hunting right now is hard. So that was like, again, got interviewed, denied, interviewed, denied. So that's where it's been a roller coaster of just like, good, haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Oh my gosh, like, again, I hope everything's going well, hope life is going well. And again, I'm making this joke just because again, I do want moolah. Again, I hopefully this redeem works, but I do have 500 bits where I will actually switch to my IRL camera. So anyway, that point aside, again, I'm just so glad you're here in chat and we can catch up and see how life's going. But yeah, so I did the job interviews, up, down, rejection. Then I believe it was Thursday, me and Melly actually had a meeting with one of her director friends where, again, essentially, long story short, they want to hire both of us for, again, like more fill-in jobs, specifically with my skills and background as an audio engineer, to do voiceover demos. Like, if people want to have their voice demo done, they can commission me and we can get it worked out. And then I'm just connected to her network, so that way if she goes like, okay, yeah, no, I have this person that wants to have a demo, they can then go through her and get to me to have me do the demo for, like, using her as a connection. So that was like, that would be amazing, especially since voiceover demos, depending on which one it is, they are very high priced. Like, I remember when I got my first VO demo, it was around $2,000. And that was, they did script writing, we did the recording, then they did the editing, the mixing, the mastering, all of it. Whereas this one, since I would mostly just be doing the mixing and mastering of it, and maybe a little bit of script writing here or there. Again, we have basically a working idea on how we want to address this. So that's very exciting. And then me and Melly are also working on a couple video game projects. And then Melly's YouTube is really popping off. So again, it's just like, it's been a roller coaster of a week of like, okay, good things, bad things, good things, bad things. And then to me, the biggest step has been just I've made a lot of changes, specifically in the regard, at least for my voiceover side and even audio engineering side. I'm going to keep running trade routes with the stream on the second monitor. Nope, sounds good. Again, just happy you're here, chilling, having a good time. Oh yeah, where was I? Oh yeah. So on my again, I got the Ezra Twitter account, and then I have my voice acting or audio engineer. I have my professional account, which for the longest time was, again, put simply, Jason. So now I've been able to switch it to JC. So things are progressing and things are going well. Also, if you need prop work done for any of those game projects, and yep, I will pass your info along to these guys as well if they needing a 3D artist. I will be more than happy to pass your info along. But again, I know they already got their artists. They got a lot of things already kind of figured out. It was just because Melly's post actually helped us get into this. So, but anyway, so again, that's kind of the long and short version of all this. Oh, it's been a lot of updates. Things have been just crazy. They've been crazy. It's been good crazy. It's been crazy. It's been all over the place. But no, I think one of the other crazy things happens is just like, I had to rework, like after we had the meeting with her director friend, oh good crying, I had to go through and get everything like up to snuff to where I was just like, hey, gotta get everything ready for JC to have that ready to go. Which actually, I will show you the hard work that went on into this. Let me just go ahead and move some stuff around here real quick. Because I had to completely, essentially make a whole nother website. And again, I'm proud of how it turned out, but there's a couple things that could use some work on it. But again, like within the next day, I redid my headshots. I got pictures. Like I was running around like a mad woman here. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you here. So this is my new professional website. Still very similar, same backdrop, but now I literally made this logo too. Had to update everything to JC. Audio engineering, like have my samples. I updated a couple of my samples here. Then yeah, I got my certifications where it still has my names on there just because, sorry, it's certifications. Can't really go through and change those. Some of my video, it's like, again, overall, most of it's still the same, just again, different typefacing, different. And then I recut like some of the video demos. Like again, I basically have it on the same picture. So there's still work that needs to be done because I was just like, gotta get it all together, gotta cram it all in. Mm-hmm. And then yeah, I redid this about me. So that way it goes more with like my specialties, because again, I've definitely leaned in more to the audio engineering side than I have the voice acting side, just because that's been my professional experience here. But yeah, I got that button to work too, where it takes you to the top. And then if you want to see my rates for doing said work, got them all listed out here based on like what the service is, the cost, summary of my service, what they do. And then yeah, and I even have it set up to a new email, which I had to get that up and running too. And then also some demo examples of demos I've worked on or have had a hand in. So yeah, I've been busy. I've been a busy little angel here. So I'm going to take it back to just chatting now. So I'm going to now take a break from talking and see how you guys are doing. See if any of you guys want to chime in. Anything you guys want to say, do. Oh, thank you. Say, and again, also with on Twitter, had to make that change too. And so everything at that point has been going, everything's been going a little bit smoother. And again, I think one of the biggest things that just has filled me with so much joy and so much happiness is just the love and acceptance that all of our friends have shown and given us. It's just, it truly has been amazing and has been several blessings on top of more blessings. To where there are things now that I now feel like I have a roadmap, I have a game plan, I feel like life has a purpose right now. And I am so excited now to be living life. And again, I got some fun stories from this weekend about all of it. But y'all have any questions? Well, I get a drink of some water. Or anything that I need to clarify, because I know I just dropped a lot of info here. Do you think stream schedules will be affected? I'm going to try to do the best that I can to keep streaming as constant as possible. Where, when in doubt at least, I'm going to try to at least make those weekly posts, especially on Twitter, that has my schedule for the week. So like for this week, oh yeah, other thing, actually, I'll show you if we ever do get to the face cam, but actually after the nail painting stream, I got gifted false nails. So actually like the next day I took off those nails and put on the false ones. And again, I've been loving my false nails so much. Like it's been ridiculous. Okay, so what I currently have, let me go ahead and go back to this. So this is kind of the schedule that I have for the week right now. Is that today is just, again, as you see, it's just chatting. We're going to be talking. We're going to be having a good time, catch up. You guys can ask questions, want clarification on things. Then tomorrow, we're going to try playing Marvel Rivals with the nails. I'm hoping with the amount of time that I have been doing these nails, playing Valheim, because Valheim is kind of a nice little test for me, because again, it just helps me with some of the reach and gets me associated with the nails pretty well. So we're going to see how well I do. I did play a couple rounds before, and again, didn't do too bad, but was a little tricky. Wednesday, again, is my ear piercing appointment, and again, just got a couple of things that I want to take care of on Wednesday. Thursday, I don't know I'm going to stream yet. I've been debating, is like, do I do Rivals again, or do I do Star Citizen? Do I do a game with friends? I don't know. So that was what I was like, I don't know yet. So, but I will still try to stream on Thursday. Hopefully, throughout the rest of the week, I'm able to start at 7 instead of being 30 minutes late like I was today. So, and then yeah, offline Friday and Saturday. So right now, that's kind of what the schedule is like for this week. I'm wanting to at least keep the schedule at a minimum of at least 3 streams a week. So minimum of 3, max of 5. That is the goal. That is the dream in all this. So now we'll bring it back to just chatting. Okay, I'll go ahead and close that down. But, whew. Hi, Infinite Void. Welcome on in. Happy you're able to join us today. How's life? How's everything going? As I went through my whirlwind of updates. Good. Glad you're doing good. Oh. Okay, I think all my energy just got spent and all that because I'm like, I'm tired now. I made a couple of shorts on my channel and 2 of them got 500 views. Way to go! That is awesome. I know, I'm taking a breather. It's just been a whirlwind for the last little bit. Yes, I do have a drink. I have my water right next to me. Bad timing of working remotes. The company VPN sucks. Oh, geez. What the heck? That's crazy. Because usually VPNs, they're just supposed to be like one extra step, just a layer of protection. But no, that's weird. But then again, I speak like a... Excuse me. Hi, Han Solo. Welcome on in. How's life going for you? I think last time I saw you playing, you were playing some Overwatch. How was that? It's fun. You think you can do Roblox sometime? I've considered doing a Roblox stream. It is on the list. But I also got other things on the list I need to do as well. It was Overwatch, the mouth. But again, it is at least on the to-do list, okay? It is up there. It's just other things might take priority over it. Yeah, life's roller. Oh my gosh, just again, roller coaster last week was insane. But again, I'm excited for this week. Excited to go get my ears pierced. Excited for a lot of things this week. So this week is looking fun. This week is looking good. Nah, the company VPN is more like a spying thing. Oh, okay. It's one of those. Ears pierced? Yes. So one of the things that I've been wanting to do, because again, don't know. I'm just curious on how much do you know of my personal journey here? Because again, I've seen you like some of my stuff on Instagram. I'm just not sure how much like I need to go into depth here. I'm trying to establish that baseline. I'm like, okay, how much do I need to catch up here? About what? Sorry. Thunder happened. Oh, just about, again, me, identification, all that fun jazz. Everything that's associated with that. Just how much, again, I'm based, because it's one of those things, just like, I think I've told people, I have not told people. I need to know which camp everybody resides. I know I talk about it a lot on quite a bit on stream. I feel like I've talked about it at least now once a week on stream, where I'm just like, I have had another revelation. I've had another insight. I've had something new. I remember past stuff, like I assume internally. Okay, so actually, yeah, no, you were there for a little bit of it, especially with you know who. But after that, I repressed a lot of it for a long time, just because circumstances were not ideal, things were not ideal, and yeah, it was tough for a lot of different reasons. So just kind of repressed all the who knows who. Yeah, exactly. But put simply, I've been starting to embrace myself more authentically, becoming more open about myself authentically, to where again I've updated my professional website and Twitter to reflect my authentic self better. And that's why I'm excited for the ears piercing, because in one respect, exactly, yes, queen. Yay! Thanks for the headphones. So yeah, that's why I'm excited for the ears piercing this week, is that way it's another step in that journey. Another step. Which, okay, I'm going to tell you guys a couple of stories from this past weekend that I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely me. You and Avery, proud of both. Yeah, actually, so I came out to Avery when we were going to school together. So, and actually that's why I think we kind of hit it off as well as we did. But, and again, just because of circumstances and a lot of things, I've had to suppress a lot of it. Yeah, I get it took me like 2 decades to have confidence to paint my nails. Yeah. But again, actually, I came out to Avery back when we were in college together. We talked about it, and I think that's why we hit it off so very well. But in one respect, I feel like I've repressed the side of me for so long, and that I was just trying to do everything I can to kind of almost like backtrack it, so to speak. But again, it just led to more and more depression and led to more issues, to where now that I have such an amazing and supportive spouse who is giving me that freedom and who is letting me be me. that has really helped me shine through and has really helped me be proud of who I am. And there's a lot of like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the word here. Almost imposter syndrome or second guessing that I've had along the way here. So this is me more trying to step a bit more boldly into who I am, a little bit more openly about who I am, and really just make strides in that regard. And again, I can go on. I have a lot. This journey, again, originally, I think I started coming out to people back in 2017. I was like, yeah, back in 2017. So this has been like a decade in the making. But there's still a lot of things and there's a lot of steps that needs to happen before any other major change happens in one respect. But with this, I'm hoping at least this will be the right steps in the right direction. Hopefully this will, because again, already has already done such a huge boost into my, what is the term? On my mental health. Like, so again, everything that I've read, it's not about being trans. It's been not about the dysphoria, but the euphoria you feel instead. Because again, I struggled a lot with dysphoria. Like mostly it was like at nights. That's why again I had some crazy hours just because I couldn't sleep because of how bad sometimes it would come in. And then that would persist throughout the day, especially when I'm like, okay, this is life, this is how I have to live, everything like that. And it was just, I was getting more depressed, I was getting more stressed, I was getting more anxious. Just it was getting hard. And it wasn't, and again, it's just been one of those things. And again, this has been a topic that me and my wife have talked about back and forth. Because again, I told her about this early on in our dating. And at that time I was just like, I'm just going to do the best I can to be the person that you need me to be. And as time's gone on, she has really just stood by me and just like, you need to be yourself. You need to be truly to yourself. So again, I love my wife so very much. She has been amazing in so many different ways. I love you. As she's behind me. Yeah, I'm not saying that just because she's behind me. But no, it is so nice. It is so freeing to just be me. Like the way I have not felt like this, honestly, since I was in high school. 10 out of 10 wife shout outs. Exactly. We shout out the way. We always shout the way. But honestly, no, I have not felt this happy since like I was back in high school when life was easy and carefree, so to speak. Even though my financial situation is a whole hot mess. Just because, again, lack of job. Get a job, everything's going to be fine. Everything will work out. But no, it seriously has been a roller coaster of a time. It's just been, oh, good cry me. But no, seriously, within the past 2 weeks, because I've tried everything I can to finagle to where I can be myself every day. Honestly, even just watching you stream and seeing you pose, not even being like physically around you, I can tell how much happier you are. Thank you, Han. Like, I have just been so much happier, and again, that's why I think now my wife has been just like, no, this is you. You are truly being yourself. You're being more and more free. And it is just so amazing, and I've just been so much happier. And again, this is a very deeply personal and even spiritual journey I've gone on. Like, there have been, like, seriously, within the past couple weeks, I've just cried for happiness. For happiness, for, again, genuine love. Like, so, again, as you can tell, especially with the 8-ball and angel aesthetic, I am very much, I'm very much a Christian. I do believe in God. God has been very much a part of me. And I've had, I'm going to say, grand total of 3 close calls of seeing him sooner. And 2 of them have been related to dysphoria issues. One of them was because of a crazy woman I was dating, and it's actually not you know who, for crying out loud. It was somebody else. It was before her, actually, which is what I think led me to. Anyway, that's a whole other trauma right there. But I got 2 or 3 major experiences. Twitch never told. Twitch, how dare you? It's not the person I know. Exactly, no, it's not. It is not her. Long story short on that one, was a girl. Honestly, I just started getting into dating, and this girl played with my emotions left and right. Like, it got to the point where I took her to Disneyland, and she basically was like, yeah, no, I don't see this going anywhere. While we were at Disneyland for basically 4 days, and she told me that on day 1. Oh no, I can still hear kneecaps. You know, it is what it is, okay? You know what? I learned from that experience to avoid her. Yeah, like, okay. Whole shebang, okay? I'll tell you that whole story. I'll tell you that whole story from start to finish, okay? So, I was dating this girl. Yeah, I'll go into this, okay? I was dating this girl. So how we originally met was like at a speed dating thing, okay? A speed dating thing that our church put on. And again, I really didn't like during the whole speed dating round. There was actually one girl I was like, okay, I think she's kind of cool, and I was trying to find her, and she left. And so this girl then just comes up to me and she basically asked me out upright, and I was like, oh, cool. A girl took notice of me. Okay, I'm willing. Let's go on it. We went on a date to like karaoke. We had a good time. Apparently she was upset that I didn't make a move. So on date 2, she made the move and led to a full-fledged like makeout session. Then day 3, she's just like, yeah, I don't think this is really like, I don't think romantically we're going to really work. I'm like, okay, I'm getting mixed signals here. She's like, but I still want to be friends. I still want to be kind of part of your life. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And then she started going through some emotional hard times. So me trying to be at least be there, try to be decent. I seriously, like one night I had to stay with her the entire night because she was out there. She was going crazy. And so luckily with me staying the night, nothing happened. But the next day she went to a hospital and was getting treated. And for the next few days she was in the facility. And when she got out of the facility, her mom came to kind of help her out. And for me, because again, initially I was like, you know what? I think going to Disneyland, happiest place on earth, might be a good idea. Because again, if we're friends here, even if it's friends with benefits here, we could at least go to Disneyland, have a good time, and don't get me wrong. One part of me is just like, it'd be nice also if things were to proceed in a romantic fashion. But again, there's red flags left and right, that I was ignoring because it's lonely. But took her to Disneyland, and within the first day, she's like, yeah, we just can't continue doing this. Bears need food. And even with Disneyland, I was like, okay, I'm still like, again, it started really affecting me. Like, it started really damaging everything. But she was just like, yeah, no, still want to hang out like as friends and still do kind of like friends with benefits thing. But again, she like cut it off. I was getting so many mixed signals, I didn't know what to do. And finally, like the last straw where I was just like, that's hasta la vista. Was one night went to a fireside, like a church sermon essentially, and I saw her there, and I was just like, you know what to do, run. Exactly. Because I was a dumb kid. I'll put it simply that I was a dumb lonely kid. That's what happened. But she was at the fireside. I was just like, oh, cool. I kind of even left the space open for her to kind of sit down next to me. It was like I was not even there. with all the ups and downs. I was having panic attacks after panic attacks that she knew of. She was there when I had them. Yeah, again, this is, I'm building my angry mob here. My wife is leading the charge, okay? The audacity. Exactly. And that's the thing, is just like she treated me like I was, after that, she treated me like I wasn't there. And again, this is where I want to respect, I could come across as like maybe the creepy stalker boyfriend kind of thing at the time. Was that afterwards, like halfway through it, I got out of the sermon and went and chilled in my car. I chilled in my car and I was having a panic attack and I was just freaking out. And then sure enough, she walks out over to her car and is looking over the valley. And so I text her just like, hey, can you just, like, I'm having a tough time. Can you just come say hi or something? I saw her look at her phone and put it back away. No response, nothing. And so given all that, given also all the crazy amount of depression I was feeling at the time, I was like, if I can't make this work, what was the point? But luckily my parents were home. They saw the effects it was having on me, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And at that point, I think it was like the next day, I was like, that's it. I'm cutting her out. I gotta cut her out of my life just because this is bad. And and apparently, I didn't know this. My sisters found out about this, not me. 2 days later, she has changed her relationship status to in a relationship with this other guy. Yeah, apparently it was literally like after I was like, that's it, I'm moving on. It was the next day. Apparently, but because I blocked her, I unfriended her, I did all that stuff on my Facebook feeds and all that. I had no idea. No, she did not. She did not deserve me in any way, shape, or form. And this is where, that's why like I began like, okay, I need to really vet the girls I date and that. But again, I still made mistakes. But again, you make dating mistakes until you find the one, right? But anyway, going away from my crappy dating life, because my dating life is over. I got my wife, who I will date throughout all time and all eternity now. You had to do so that you could find Nelly. Exactly. Honestly, this is where, in retrospect, all the pain, all the agony, all of it, I am so glad that it led me to find such an amazing and loving woman that Nelly is, because she has uplifted me. She has supported me. She has been everything that a spouse needs to be, especially like with us. Like, again, we always say that like we're not perfect, but we are perfect for each other. And that's truly how it feels. Like, it's been truly an amazing blessing to have her stand by me, support me. And now going into the spiritual side with my transition, so to speak, I've had, yeah, oh, that's a cute way to look at it. Exactly. So I had to, it's enough to make a girl make cry. Exactly. I had at this point 2 or 3 really strong, like, honest to God, like God level inspirations or moments. One of them was back in 2017 when I initially felt like I needed to start. The impression I got was it was a night where I was struggling with dysphoria really hard. And I felt that the answer I had, because for years, because I've struggled with this since I was like 10 years old, I got a strong, and again, ever since then, like I was just like, no, I want to be a normal boy. Served missions, did everything like that. And I was not happy. I was so depressed. And so I sought God's counsel, all of it. And the answer I got was I needed to learn and accept myself. I need to embrace who I am. And so I started taking those steps. I started learning more about trans issues, everything like that, to where I was planning on doing a transition at that point. the whole Pinocchio thing of I want to be a real boy kind of thing. A little bit more like it gets so very boiled into on like this is how you're supposed to be, and I felt so bad that that wasn't me. So, and I would do everything I can to do that. I heard the Pinocchio voice. Yes. I want to be a real boy. That came across more as the gingerbread man. So I had that strong revelation, and again, it was very true, and again, came out to essentially my family, and not the gumdrop buttons. Hey. Y'all on the same wavelength. Y'all are on the same wavelength. So long story short, siblings, aunt really couldn't care less. Mom, on the other hand, quite literally told me I was destroying her family. And considering for a long time, yeah, my mom said it's my turn with the brain cell. But so that's essentially why in one respect I got halted in a lot of what I did. Was that I knew my parent, well, specifically my mother, was not the most accepting of it. We will adopt you. It's my mom has got you. Thank you. And again, it's like this. In one respect, I've distanced myself, but I've also allowed myself to not cut her out, because in every respect, she is my mom. She has loved, she has supported me. She's done a lot of things for me. Okay. Just because she doesn't accept my trans issues does not mean my transness, I should say, doesn't mean that I need to cut her out. Okay. But because I love her and she loves me, it is a very, I'm trying to think of the word here. It's a very complicated subject to talk about, especially to someone who has never really gone into those issues. And actually, since I came out to her, we've had several good conversations since, where it's given me that chance to provide that insight. So again, I honestly do believe that she does regret saying that I'm destroying her family, but it was her reaction to something she didn't know. Okay. That's where I will defend her, because again, it is my mother. She raised me. She loves me. We still talk every week. Okay. But again, my siblings, let's see here. Oldest sister has kind of distanced herself, which I'm okay with. We weren't really that close. My brother couldn't care less. My sister, who I'm close to, doesn't really care, at least in the regards of like, it doesn't change our relationship. Exactly. And there's a difference between like still having somebody in your life and you can disagree on things with, because when you, specifically in that case, when you cut them out, it does not allow you a chance to show them your insight, show them your perspective, show them your side of the story. So going on to the second time where I have had basically a vision on a God level portion was actually when I was dating Melly, where literally we were sitting in church and I saw her in her wedding dress. Like, I am not lying. I'm spilling all the beans, baby. I'm spilling all the spiritual revelations I've had. It was very much that, is I quite literally saw a vision of, like, I looked over at her when we were sitting in a church pew and I saw her in her wedding dress. That's how I know. I was like, okay, I know she's the one God. Okay, thank you. Moving on. That's how I knew that one. And then recently, one of the very strong ones that I have felt is I write journals just because to help me kind of see this from another perspective. So that way, in one regards, it's just like, okay, am I just a femboy? Am I just a cross-dresser? Am I really trans? Am I trans feminine, trans woman? Whatever the heck it is, trying to figure out where I fall in. So I write journals and kind of provide a different perspective. And with the start of the new year, I've decided to try to challenge myself to just like, okay, when I can, I will dress femme. I'll dress femininely. And for the past 2 weeks, the amount of happiness I have felt and the lack of depression I've had has been astounding. To where, like, most of the days, I always felt like there was... I'm going to go into a couple of analogies I have here. I felt like I've constantly had, like, this dark cloud hanging over me. All my emotions, everything I felt was so muted. I could not feel. Like, I was just so numbed to it all. And I think that's because of it's been years of repression. To where, as I'm now embracing this, I'm starting to really feel those emotions. I am feeling things. To where I, again, prayed God, and finally, like, the answers I've got that were astounding to me. Actually, I think I did type them up somewhere. Let me see if I can find them, just because I really like the insight I had. Might be under... There's a couple places it could be. But yeah, we're spilling all the tea here. We're spilling all the tea. Hi, Robert. Welcome on in. Happy to have you in here. I will honey my tea. I know. I got a nice little thing of honey behind me, but oh my gosh, what is it? It's always great to write when you're in the moment, because the emotions are raw and unfiltered and not refined by thinking of it later. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to read one part of it if I can find the stupid thing. Because I know one place where I put it. We're doing good. We're spilling tea here, okay? getting into the deep trauma. So let's see here. I'm gonna turn down. Oh, it took me over to... I'm going back over to this playlist, just because I feel like it fits me personally a little bit better. Okay, so I will discuss this, and then I will explain how my gender dysphoria works. So it's like, seriously, in the past couple of weeks, I'm gonna call this stream Boston Tea Party with how much tea is being spilled. It's not tea, it's just more on, like, getting personal, getting real personal. So, okay, yeah. So essentially, I was talking about how I've just felt so much peace and just expressing myself. So as I rose, like, in this peace, I've been able to open my mind and been able to connect better, not just to the world around me, but to God as well. I can tell you what we have been told about being trans as like a cardinal sin. Being trans is a great rebellion against God is wrong. God loves all his children, all of us. That is and will forever be true. I know that God loves me. He loves me for me. And he loves me even though I am trans. He has given me more love and acceptance than I thought was possible. The lies and deceit that people tell you if you are trans hurt. But I have learned to trust in my Heavenly Father because he really does know me. He knows my spirit, he knows my struggles, and has been there during my anguish. It was him that has guided me to learn to truly love myself as the way he has forever loved me. The love I have felt from him guided me I think I'm rereading the line. Felt from him has truly been of the most comfort and has given me the greatest strength to embrace who I truly am. For years, I've been told that my body is a temple while not feeling at peace in it. It is now time to make it truly a temple for my spirit to reside fully and happily in, and with peace. It may need some remodeling in the form of exercise and better health, but I know it will be where it needs to be. God loves you. Who wouldn't love you? Essentially, that's what that was the insight I really had. And I was bawling when I was writing, like, God really loves you for me. Like, it was one of those moments where quite literally it was zero filter. I was just letting my fingers go across the keyboard. And I'm going to tell you it was a little hard because I have nails on. And the nails are fabulous. I'm just going to say, yeah. Like, it's to the point now where I love these nails so much. They are a part of me. They are an extension. In fact, actually, so I take them off for like church and stuff. So I say, okay, I got declawed. And then as soon as I put them back on, I was like, I need my claws. I need my claws. So they're great. It's nice having nails. But so that's essentially that. The analogy I've always used for my gender dysphoria. Because, yeah, you know, I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to, because I've said it multiple times. The way I've always described my yeah, you just did your nails too? Very nice. Very nice. The way I've always described my gender dysphoria is I describe it with the radio. So, like, a lot of times, like, again, especially early on, like, it's just day-to-day life. Again, there's a radio that was just kind of turned on. You hear a little bit of static that's constant in the back of your mind. But after a while, you can kind of tune it out. You kind of get used to it. But just as you start getting used to it, hey, Danny, welcome on in. I've been destroying my picking at them. Need to stop. Yeah. So then as soon as you kind of get adjusted to the radio starts picking up stations. And the words that are coming through are not the kindest words. So I do not have the kindest thoughts. And again, I've been my own worst enemy. I put myself down, and that's why I think I've had a lot of self-esteem issues. Is I would constantly put myself down with, like, again, this radio that would just keep saying this. And as I denied it more and more, the louder and louder this radio became, until finally I would dress and present myself. And it was like I went up and turned off that radio. Just that peace. Sorry, giving Ezra a hug. Yes, apparently everybody's giving me hugs and head pats. But essentially, we are giving Ezra a hug. Again, I'm going into depth about my stories. So no, that's cute. It's begun. Prideful wolf. How could you? I could. But thank you. Okay, looks like it was just the one. Okay, we're good. I think I'm solo tonight. Yeah, I think so too. I know Crickstart is in here. Millie's behind me, but I don't think she's in here. She's chiming in over the seats. But no, honestly, just, and then ever since like really last week, where I'm just like, that's it, I'm starting to make that transition, making it more social. Yell at Millie. And she said it. We're good. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Cobalt. But yeah, so now ever since like really just kind of coming out, like I've just, okay, we're doing a head pat one now. Okay, head pat attack. Got it. Will being Han Solo. Actually, we already have a Han Solo in here. Excuse me? Aloha. Alright, so, but yeah, that's essentially long and short of it. I'm trying to make at least in more respect a social transition before I start doing anything medically. For a lot of different reasons. But at least right now, I feel like I'm able to start presenting myself. I'm starting to be able to be myself. And that is truly awesome and truly freeing. So, That's the long story short. That's the whole update and more. But I think last thing, because again, I know I've said it like 5-10 times. I'll say it one more time. I do have, hopefully, like right here in that, anyone here and out. Oh, you'll be anyone who misgenders you. Also, I said Han! Not Hon. If you haven't started looking into physical stuff yet, I have a website that I'm going to start going through if you're interested. I got a lot of stuff, like, again, so, okay, going into the next steps here. So, for some of the more physical realm of that kind of stuff, primarily, we are waiting until after kids. Because, yeah. Just because starting the hormones and that kind of stuff can affect fertility. And me and Melanie want to have kids of our own. So I'm waiting and holding off on that. Once we have kids, we're going to then discuss it further in depth then. So, correct. Has that chance. So that's where, again, gotta take steps, gotta take precautions. So we're wanting to have kids. So that's where for me, where I'm like, okay, I got like, or you know what you can do? Yeah, bank them. But yeah. Freeze them. Yeah. We know we can do that route, but there's several things we need to get done. We need to get ducks in a row first. First and primarily, I need to get a job in health insurance. You're going to be wonderful parents. Thank you. I think so. I think we'll be all right. Is because got to get a job, got to get money coming in. We got to be able to survive on our own first and foremost. Once we get that, once I get health insurance and I can do some physical checkups, health insurance can cover hormone replacement therapy. And again, I do not feel comfortable doing surgeries. Okay. That's me. I do not feel comfortable doing any surgeries, but specifically for, some places do. And there's many ifs that go into it though. Correct. It is, safe doing it right now in this. And again, and this is where going into political climates, doing this, doing that. There's a lot of unknowns. Okay. There's a lot of what ifs, okay? And it's more, in the State Department, and I'm in Texas, okay? So, very red state, okay? But specifically, I'm in Dallas, which is very blue, okay? Which, actually, okay, I'll share a couple stories from this weekend. So, reason... Dallas. So this weekend, since at this point I've been trying to present femme just about every day. No, this is a cool story, okay? So I'm actually Texas, good luck. It depends. Yes. Is it another CEO? Good crime me, guys. We are not getting political here, okay? This channel, no, I feel bad. I'm the one that started. No, nope, no, we're good. No more politics. Nothing divides people faster than politics. I know. I started it. That's why I'm like, I'm pushing myself back in line here. Too bad. I'm bringing this train to a halt. We're bringing it to a halt. Say hey to Italians. I don't remember anywhere like that. I love pizza. Fun story with this weekend. So again, I'm able to get my ear pierced this Wednesday, in 2 days, so on Wednesday. And how I was able to do that was I was doing DoorDash. So again, that was basically deals like I'll do DoorDash to earn the money, so that way, again, where the money will cover it. So was able to do it, but while I was doing DoorDash, and seriously, I do not know what it is. I'm not sure if it's my rate or whatever it is. I was hardly getting anything. Like Saturday, I got a grand total of 4 dashes, like 4 things. And this was over hours. So on my, I want to say technically third. Yeah, on my third dash. Yeah, and the area was popping off. It was saying super busy. They were actually even offering an extra $1 so more people could come and dash there, and it wasn't too far. But I sat in the car for like 15-20 minutes waiting for one to come in, and luckily the one that came in was like $9-10. But no, I go there to pick up the orders, and I'm honestly, if someone wants to do 500 bitch, if we can get the camera on so you can see the fit I'm currently wearing, because it's the same thing. Similar, a little different, but similar. I was dressed up doing DoorDash, so I went into the restaurant to pick up the order, and the order wasn't ready. Usually, if that's the case, it takes maybe 3-4 minutes, and they'll have it done. Yeah, I sat there for 30 minutes, and at that point, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is just taking forever." It's working. Anyway, so I was just sitting there for like 30 minutes, and finally I was just like, okay, I need to get up. And I'm looking at the wait staff. I'm just like, is there any progress? Like, they're working on it. They're trying to get it done. I'm like, okay, fine. 2 other like delivery people came in, got their stuff, and left while I'm still sitting here. And I'm just like, okay, I hope this doesn't affect my rating. And I'm hearing back from the kitchen, it's like, no, we need to get the lady her stuff. And I'm the only one there. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Okay, I feel a bit better. It's like, yeah, we need to get the lady her stuff. I'm like, okay, I feel seen. Thank you. So again, it was just like, waiting forever. And then just getting that, I was like, okay, everything's fine. Also, when I say biche, it's affectionate. Also, what's the story? What is story mark? The food taking forever is not cool like that. And again, it was 3 items, and 2 of them were identical. It was the same burger and French fries, essentially. That's crazy. 2 other people went by, and you're still waiting. Exactly. I think one of them got priority over mine because it was ice cream. So, melt. Exactly. Inconvenient, but I was like, okay, I got affirmation. I guess I can wait a couple more minutes. And I got out of the car. I was like, I'm glad they used the right stuff. But gosh, could they have been faster? Come on. That was essentially that fun roller coaster. So that was just kind of a fun story. So, and I think that's been a cool thing is just, again, I have gotten so much support from friends that I feel so much stronger. So we continue doing DoorDash. Depends on the day and how desperate I need money for some things. Like what I'm wanting to do, see, some people in Texas know what's up. Exactly. And again, this is where Dallas itself is, honestly, Dallas has been really cool overall. Like I've been so very grateful. Scream support from mountaintop. So no, just the amount of love and support I've gotten from a lot of friends has really given me a lot of strength. Like, so other kind of fun story was, I want to say it was not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before that. So 2 Saturdays ago, we have a voice actor D&D group that we just go to and have fun. And I essentially kind of let them know, I was like, hey, is it okay if I dress dress up. And for them, like, oh yeah, like, are you dressing up as characters? Or are you wearing like suit ties? So I was like, no, more dressing up like this. And I sent them one of the many selfies I have. Like, oh yeah, no, totally, come do it. And so they were very supportive in that. So I was able to spend, like, again, did the entire D&D session just presenting as myself. And again, the D&D session was a lot of fun. Like, I love our group. It is so funny. Like our first actual session, first game session, they are obsessed with a guy named Marcus because he ate his way out of a thing of chili. And then this last session, like, it's been so chaotic and crazy. So again, I am getting so much love and support from a lot of people around me. Like, seriously, if I had a job, I'd be flying. But, and again, this is where I am very hopeful for this upcoming month. I feel like there's a lot of good things that are coming out of this next month that I'm excited for. Like, my demo production business is starting to come up. I know you'd be too powerful. But will inconsistent with inconsistent, yeah, too powerful with inconsistent income. Exactly. So what I'm wanting to use DoorDash more is, like, if I want to get some more clothes or anything like that, that's what I'm wanting to use DoorDash for. So don't get me wrong, that might mean I'm doing more DoorDash because I barely have enough for a week. And it's honestly, it's this kind of same. I have, again, seriously, 500 bits, bring on the camera. Yep, nerd for the good of the plot. Exactly. But yeah, I was very happy I was able to earn enough with DoorDash and with your guys' donations as well to be able to get my ears pierced. So I'm excited for Wednesday to get them. So that's kind of long and short of it. Anything else you guys want to ask? Any other questions? Anything else you want to know? Anything else personal y'all want to know? Because, I mean, I can show my website again because, good crying, I had to do so much updating. Got a ton of questions. Okay, appropriate questions. Bummer. We'll start with the appropriate questions first. And if nothing, well, we might then steep into inappropriate. All right, Prideful Wolf. You triggered it. Okay, we'll do it. Let's go ahead and oh wait, one sec. Would you do a full makeup stream? Y'all are really trying to turn me into like Finster. Don't get me wrong, I'm kind of for it, but let me go ahead and do this command. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Let's see here. Hi guys. Let me do one thing because we're making this better. There we go. I'm in lights. There we go. And again, I got Mini-Me over in the corner here. So yeah, like, seriously, most of the outfits is this top. It is a tank. Like, again, I'm wearing a tank top, and then it is this top with just different tank tops. That's essentially my weekly outfit. I do want another nail stream when you can. It was so satisfying to watch. There's the beautiful face I know. Hey, we do need a chat. We need to catch up, my friend. We all have our favorite top. It's just, this top works. Like, okay, so one of the other things I was able to get was actually like women jeans. Like, good criminy. So, again, I'll stand up here to kind of do the fit here. And yes, I'm still using man belt here, but overall, not too shabby for a fit. Still very appropriate. Angie, you're so gosh darn cute. Thank you, Danny. But yeah. Just a quick full body. Hey, Daywatch, welcome on in. We got a camera unlocked.
You're cute.
Thank you. Thank you, Kobold. But yeah. Avery, we do need to chat and catch up one of these days, okay?
You're cute.
God, cry! The cute attack has begun. I was have to be honest, your hair is fantastic. Thank you. I am very proud of this. Like, good crap. I was just like, yeah. Getting the top, doing like the top ponytail. I'm like, every single time, this is where I'm like, this has been my euphoric moment. Every single time I look in the mirror, because our apartment's wall, like one of the walls is basically a straight up mirror. You're beautiful, and I can do better compliment than Danny. Wish you could do my hair like that. Honest, look, I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. If I can do it, you can do it. I was raised as boy. I had no upbringing. I had no knowledge of this. It took Pinterest and a love of learning my hair. Like, oh yeah, no, my hair is beautifully long. Like, seriously, this is where I'm like, now's the time. Now's the time. Oh yeah, and these are the claws. Like, oh, I love them so much. Pinterest is my daily app. I feel that. Oh yeah, and Avery, I still have your bounce and I use your bounce. But yeah, I really do. Your light bounce. Like when you came down to like Vegas to help with like some of the filming stuff, you left your bounce behind. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. So I'm actually gonna be using it on Wednesday. I totally forgot I left it. It happens. I actually barely use Pinterest. I would recommend it because here I'm gonna show you why I love Pinterest. After we're done with the camera bit, okay? Because I actually get like a lot of inspiration. It wasn't like until a month or so later that you remember. Yeah, I remember that. So a bit oblivious. So obviously missing it. Just so obviously. One other thing I've been like, so also coming from a bit of a voice actor background, I'm like, okay, I need to be able to try to get and master a feminine voice kind of deal. I'm not quite there yet, but again, I always like defaulting to the California Valley Girl because it's just so funny. I believe you can pull it off. Yeah, I really do. Like, again, I'm not too concerned about, because again, so when I do go out, like, again, this is generally what I do, because again, a lot of people are like, oh, here's this, here's that. Is adorable seeing you model following your movements in real time. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I forgot I even had one that large occurred until like 2 months ago. Speaking of which, it's still in the back of my car. So a lot of times when I go out and I'm just kind of talking, just going, oh yeah, no, just right there, just like that. This is the voice I put on. Would you paint your hair? Again, actually, okay. So if you look at my hair, you can kind of see that there's highlights. Like there's bits of blonde in it, but it's been kind of like dyed and faded. And honestly, it looks great that way. At one point I was considering like going like pure blonde. Ma'am, bring it and come film things up here. I was at production costs though. If you want to come down to Dallas, I'm just saying. What would I film? Good question. Oh yeah, and actually one other cool thing, I think I've showcased it a little bit, but Nelly got me this beautiful wristband for Christmas. I love it. So even on days where I have to look more masculine, I wear this. So it's kind of cool. But as for, I think one of the questions of would I do a makeup stream, I would consider it. Careful, baby. I could cut it down since film and nature documentary. Oh, you could. There's a lot of fun things you can do here in Dallas. What the? I saw her! I know, I was trying to block her. Can I audition as a bird? So, but again, I think, yeah, I was going to talk about Pinterest for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the Pinterest board. I'll come back here for a couple more minutes. Can I be a cowboy? Absolutely, you can be a cowboy. Oh, Maggie appeared. Yes, one did. Okay, so I'm going to switch it over to the YouTube React. Essentially, this is Pinterest. This is my Pinterest board. I will go, like, again, this was Ezra's vibe. This has been a story I wrote. Again, basically, it's just kind of a board of ideas. So specifically, like, again, I have one that's, like, hidden. Some of them are memes, like, transcends before and after starting HRT. No curves. I'll just have you squat off of a fence, arms tucked into your sides, and have you screaming obscenities at random strangers. But yeah, so it shows a lot of this, but what I really love using it for, like for instance, on, what was it? Valentine's Day. Hairstyles for Valentine's Day. Poopy and coach. And seriously, it comes up with cute hairstyles and tutorials on how to make them. I did this one, which was, again, just like heart buns. So again, it's good for looking at this. It's also good for like looking at some outfit ideas. Mine is like 3 or 4 things: cute dresses and ball gowns, high level office outfits, hair, makeup, and garlic bread. Ooh, I love it. Why no pick? Why no pick of what? Oh, okay, give me 1 sec. I will switch it back to camera while I find it. So let me go do this. Say there is a picture of it. It's just, it's kind of stealthily done. I will be honest. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, I just saw your message on Instagram, Danny. Okay. I think it's good garlic knots I make. Oh my gosh. Girl, we're gonna have a good time. Let me see here. Where is Valentine's Day? I mean, I do have some selfies from Well, I can't really see on that one. Let me... Okay, I'm gonna go find one more thing. Wait, I just saw it. Yeah, I saw the thing with Trazen. Let me see here. Oh, looks like we're going back. Yeah, time is up. Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and try to find this image real quick. No! Again, I had it set for, I think, 5-10 minutes. Let's go. No! Okay, fine. We'll do it for a couple more minutes, okay? Because I feel like I did cheap it. I sweet pepper rice. After I find this image, we'll go back to it for a minute, okay? Spells, I will upload it. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and upload it to my Google Drive. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, give me one moment. Un momento, por favor. Chotto mate kudasai. Oh, wait, I just have them saved on my phone. Oh my gosh, I'm just clicking on the wrong apps left and right. Go ahead, go over to GC. Files, pics, upload. Okay, let me find some of the Valentine's Day pictures. So gallery, 17, 16. Okay, I found a few. That's what happens when you tease, you leave them wanting more. Exactly. Ooh, that might be a little too, those might be a little spicy here. That one. I got to find some that are not so spicy. Again, it's safe for work. I'd say spicy for a couple reasons. This one I think might be a good one. There we go. Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good one. Can't really see the hair too much, but okay. We like spicy. See, spicy's really spicy. It's gonna cost you extra here. This kind. Not really spicy. These spicy ones will cost you extra. I'll say this. Like, there you go. If you look right here, you can see the little heart braid. I'd say, there you go. Not in suspense. Yeah, I'm showing cleavage on my flat chest. Like, gotta remember, I got nothing right there. I have false C's, okay? Yes, I am proud of some of my photography. My wife will say that I was born to be a model. Is me neither, and I like to joke about it. But no, I also did like my own headshots here. Like, I am very proud of that one. That is very beautiful. Because yeah, this is my new professional website. Maybe I don't have those, but I'm happy with my lemons. Looks so clean, I love it. And then yeah, this video has actually done very well on YouTube. That's it. I'll play it real quick. Let me just quickly pause the music. Just because I love this one. I love this edit. I love this video so much.
I just don't trust Honey. I have a feeling there's gonna, in like a couple years, there's gonna be the great Honey conspiracy of like 2022. And I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's fine. And like, I got no problem with like the concept of an app that like clips coupon codes for you. That's great. That sounds great on its surface. But there's some shady shit going on. I can't put my finger upon it.
I'm proud of this edit.
They spend millions on advertising. And then people are getting money out of it, and then people are saving money out of it, and that makes sense, but the other part doesn't make sense, and then something's going on here. Where's all this money coming from?
Vindication!
I knew it! I knew it all along! I knew that it was
was a scam. I didn't know how, but I knew that it was a scam.
Again, I'm very proud of that edit. That's why it's on my website. Yeah, then my voiceover demos, a very clean version of About Me. And then, of course, if y'all want to hire me, yeah, you should be proud of it. Thank you. Thank you. Again, it says Cash App, but no, it's just, I love the background photo. Thank you. But yeah, then rates of my services, appointments, demo examples I've done. But yeah, go home. There's that picture. And then there's that picture. Which those are clip-on earrings too. So anyway, back to the music. But yeah. Hashtag Markiplier was right. Exactly. He was. He nailed it. Alright. So we'll do camera for a couple more minutes. Just because I did deprive the camera time away. I'll do it just for a couple more minutes. So at the 07 or 08 mark, I'll do the 08 mark. And actually, where the heck did I put them? Sorry, I am looking. Yay! Oh my gosh, where the heck did I put them? Okay, one sec. Gonna grab my glasses real quick. Got him. So these are my like anti-blue light glasses that apparently everybody seems to like. Just saying here. I know they are just adorable. And actually, okay, let me see. No, wait, maybe. So it came in like a pack of like 4. One that was just like straight up black. One that is this one. And then when I'm having like, technically I should be wearing these on these next ones on Wednesdays. Mine are just boring yellow. So yeah, these are technically the Wednesday glasses. But as I said before, I would be open to in a minute. I would be open to doing a makeup stream because I guess again, I don't mind sharing like how I do my makeup, but I like wearing my makeup too, so. But just or like the NCIS guy. And there's just that. Yeah, we're silly. We're silly here. She has to make a pun first. Let's say it's alluring. It's alluring. That's all it is. It's just with the glasses. All right, I think oh yeah, and actually again, and I do have some like actual nice lighting. So, cause again, right now I'm using a nice little ring light where again, I can actually like make it brighter. I can dim it. That really makes me look white. That makes me look orange. No, that was a nice balance. You're having way too much fun. I'm glad. Hey, come on. If this isn't a stream where I'm not having fun, then it's not a good stream. My face is so small. My blue light glasses make me look like a child playing dress up. And say, yeah, these ones, again, I got these from like Amazon, like, again, and it came in a pack of 4. So like, again, these are, again, anybody that's seen Mean Girls, you know why these are, I think, Wednesday. And then, yeah, these ones are more like, I nickname them the librarian because it's got the leopard print. So I think they work. I think they were good. Okay, I think though we might be good on the camera for a bit, so I'm gonna move it back to the just chatting tab. So again, I'll probably bring this back before we go. If you go by American Horror Stories, you would have to wear black on Wednesdays. Good to know. I did not know that. All right, so I'll probably again close with this camera window, but not closing just yet. So we'll go back to just chatting. But yeah, you say like your wardrobe just isn't black. Yeah, no. I know. Sleep over where we put clown makeup first that falls asleep. So actually that was one idea I was kind of like low-key considering. So again, there's been a lot of like YouTubers I've been watching lately to kind of educate myself more on kind of some of the ins and outs, some good passing tips, that kind of stuff. And one of them kind of actually inspired me and Melly for a date idea that we're going to do like a girls' night, so to speak, where we're gonna make like a charcuterie board, we're gonna get face masks, we're gonna do each other's nails, and then we're gonna watch a rom-com or chick flick and just have a good time. Yeah, I was inspired by us watching that video just because. And again, so there's a couple stream ideas that I would love to do. But again, I think I would need like a lot more input from y'all as the community to be part of this, which is primarily like a meme reaction compilation. And I can turn off this light now because I do not need it on in my face. Sounds so adorable. Can another girl get in? I want it. It sounds kitschy and adorable. Like that one, like we might just do one for fun on their own. I think it would also be fun to do like a stream version of it where like we go through, we answer some like very interesting questions on stream while like in pajamas, that kind of thing. Whether that's with our VTubers or IRL, I don't know. It would be kind of fun. So again, we got some I got some fun content ideas and inspiration from other YouTubers, of course. But isn't that how this works? Is you just see something on YouTube and you're like, I could do that too, and you do it and get you views. And now I'm getting distracted by Twitter. So I can see 2 notifications. I think it may just might. Yeah, they're just retweets and likes. Okay, cool. All right, so that I have been going about this for almost 2 hours. So we're at my usual stopping point for this. So plan tomorrow is again we're gonna try playing Marvel Rivals with these nails. So that should be interesting. Keyboard, mouse, competitive game with the claws. Oh, do you have VR? I could rig up that one. Wow, that is. I do not. Again, I do not have a VR. Again, I is very, very, very poor right now, so I cannot afford a VR headset. And again, a VR headset is actually something that's like in the back of my mind. But no, I would actually love to have like a 3D model rigged, ready to go. Oh my gosh. Gotta say, you can pull off Nurse Ezra IRL. One time while I was talking to a guy, I told him about my body dysphoria and my lack of chest. So he told me that I can get a big female chest on Amazon. I thought, heck yeah, but money was an issue. Anyway, you can get a nurse costume and pull off Nurse Ezra IRL. Getting that specific nurse costume is going to be a challenge. And actually, okay, so this is why, like, again, subathons, important, especially as communities and everything go. That was one of the stream goals, is we could have done a cosplay, an IRL cosplay stream. Honestly, though, for that one specifically, I would hope, again, y'all would have picked the outfit. But I would have at least given you at least 3 options. I think the 3 options I was going with were...
You're cute.
Thank you, Danny. Was maid, bunny girl, or nurse. Not nurse. Yeah, maid, bunny girl. I think you're wanting nurse now. Will happen eventually. I plan on finishing that 3D model. If I can stop playing Elite Dangerous. And binging The Witcher Mercury. Okay. No, again, take your time. Like, seriously, there's no rush.
You're
Like,
cute.
it's begun. But, let's see here. Hopefully, one more plug should be popping up here in a little bit. But no, seriously, guys, if you want, like, to be part of some of the stuff, again, make sure you get the stream updates and that kind of stuff. You can join the Discord. The Discord has that kind of information. Also has YouTube uploads from both me and Melly, specifically Melly's Meggy account. Which, yeah, continue watching that one because that one, that account's monetized. Request play Smash for past 40k. Just no, we are not playing Smash for past in 40k. No. Because literally everything is going to be a pass. Like, there you go. There's the answer. Pass. No, Slanesh would lose. Because I'm passing on everything. Zinch would get the power. Because I'm going too chaotic. Because even still, a lot of Slanesh's demons, no, they're not, no, like, pass. Like, there's a reason why I really don't do the Smash or Pass stuff, is just because that most of it would be pass. Like, again, like, yeah, my Slanesh is that they only look sexy from afar and scary up close. Essentially, yeah, like, again, gotta remember, Slanesh is not like the god of sex, okay? Slanesh is the god of excess, okay? Excess feelings, excess noise. It's the god of excess. Sure, sex can be done to excess because that's essentially what happened to the Eldari, but that's also pain. That is pain and pleasure. Like, again, like, Slanesh makes it hard. That's the reason why the Eldari have not repopulated, is because they're too scared to have that kind of passion. Because it is excess emotions. And yes, sex does have excess emotions. But it's not just sex. It is too much food. It, like, seriously, it is. Oh my god. You know what? I'm looking this up real quick. What is it? 6 layers of Slanesh. Yeah, it's, again, yes, it's called the Circle of Seduction. Exactly. The Emperor's children take perfectionism to excess. They go above and beyond it. So, like, okay, so Slanesh's domain has 6 circles leading to the palace. But is it yes to Smash? No, like, again, not doing Smash or Pass for Pokemon. No. It would all just be Pass. There's not, again, I'm not that kind of one. There's a difference between denial and I'm just not into that. There's a huge difference between, no, I'm not into that. The idea repulses me. And that is a very personal thing here. Yes, I know Markiplier did it, but all of them would be Pass. Like every single one would be Pass. There would be no Smash in it. Zero Smash. Like Dan, and again, Danny, if you keep going down and pushing it like this, like no, anything that is monster or anything like that, no. It's just straight up no. With Digimon, there is only one exception to that, okay? There's only one Digimon, and I think y'all know the Digimon I'm talking about. Digimon, I'm trying to remember her name. Anja Woman, I think. Essentially that, but yeah, the female version. Okay. This would be the only one, okay? This would be the only one. See, now an actual interesting Smash or Pass one would be Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay? Yeah, I think they just wanted like a sexy thing. Because then we got Angemon, who again came from Paimon. And not that Paimon. How was Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheating? Exactly. They are humans. That's the thing. Okay, actually, last thing into this whole realm of weird, and this might be where we end it. There is a rather interesting D&D module that I came across. It is a source book, and this is why we love the OGL. We love having the open game license, as I accidentally smacked my microphone. And say we're just gonna I'm gonna show the Kickstarter page for it. Here it is. This, it's called Kinks and Cantrips. This is a 5e gaming module where, yes, it is exactly what you think it would be. Specific game mechanics to represent pain and pleasure. Both you and your foes will have to be careful not to be overwhelmed by these sensations as you each wield them in your adventure. 26 subclasses themed around a particular kink, and no two. And no two are given a class occupy the same power. Actually, one second here. It's not just that, but here you go. Essentially, yes. But they have some interesting mechanics. You and your foes. Foes? Why are you kinking your foes? Like honestly, okay, I'm gonna link. There's a YouTuber who actually reacts to this very well. Like goes through it and he's just like, I bought the book. Yeah, this stream took a whole lewd turn I wasn't expecting either. But you know what? We ride the dragon, okay? We're just riding the dragon and all this. But again, apparently has like some really cool mechanics. Where, like, again, they have a whole interesting mechanics in all this. Where, like, fighting is the deed. And thus, that's where the pleasure and pain scale come in. But again, I'm showing you the clean version here in all this. And again, YouTuber also shows a cleaner version of it, but he's just like every other page, you see booty. The spells. Oh, actually, okay, give me 1 sec. I'm going to take it to just chatting, so that way. Just going to look at the sampler here. Because again, most of this is laid out like, again, D&D. Magic items. Okay, here we go. I will bring up this one. Because it shows no pictures. We good. Postpone punishment is a spell. Torturous droplet is a punishment. One reaction which you take when a creature in range makes a roll for an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw after the result is known. Oh, magic. Oh, yep. All you have to do is look at this. Competency impetus. Vermint of Shibri. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, no. That's my Ko-Fi. Never mind. This armor is comprised of interwoven and knotted ropes, which form a durable set of armor. The ropes have enchanted fibers woven through them so that they bolster the armorer's defense. What's the name for this? Kinks and cantrips. While attuned to this item, you have a +1 bonus to your AC. In addition, your senses are enhanced, giving you advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. Once per long rest, you may transform into a Shiba Inu for 1 hour. And then it has the Shiba Inu stats. Mask of the Owl and a Rosy Lead. Oh no. So, yeah, this... Excuse me? Shiba Inu is a dog. Like, it's a legitimate dog. It's a cute dog. Again, we played with the Shiba Inu a couple months ago. And we actually have a couple of Shiba Inus who walk around. Shiba Inu is just a type of dog. So yeah, that's, again, I'm sorry. I got exposed to it. Now y'all exposed. Sharing the craziness. But no, like seriously, some of these, like, again, D&D Kickstarter projects are really cool. Like 1 second here. Let me go to, bring it back to just chatting. Because there was one that is amazing that I would buy in a heartbeat. And it's dinosaurs. Like, it is a dinosaur monster manual that is actually, like, created by paleontologists. Like, that is a labor of love. Like, it is, and again, the guy who I watched the video and heard this from, uses that as the example. It's just like, if that one was the labor of love, and this one is also to that same degree. Is these people are, like, serious about this. Exactly, it's a dream for Jurassic Park fan, or even just anybody who loves dinosaurs, anybody who wanted to be a paleontologist. Oh yeah. Imagine just existing, doing your own thing, having some kinks, and then just turning into a Shiba. Out of nowhere, dog. And again, y'all have your kink. Okay, I gotta find one comic, because every single time I say everybody's got their kinks, two things pop into my head. One is a comic, and two is the American Dad song. Oh, I think I found it. If I found it, I'm gonna be so happy. Yes, I found it. I found it. It's a meme. I found the meme. Or so I thought. So yeah, I'll bring this up just because it made me laugh. Like, this is what comes into my mind. Everybody's like, oh yeah, no, it's just a kink or something. My mind goes to this every single time. It says, blacksmith. I'm almost done with the sword. I just have to work out the kinks. Sword. I like feet. Shut up. And sometimes even goes like, one of them is. I'll check Discord. Give me one sec. We're going to Luck Kings and Cantrip. It's D&D for degenerates. Yes, yes. Hey, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it. I'm just showing you this crazy stuff I find. But yeah, no. And the other one that I've seen another rendition of it. It just like, shut up, smacks it again. It's like, oh, hit me harder, daddy. And just keeps on going on and on. Yeah. Like, fate, shut up. So every single time when that comes out, just like, I gotta work out a couple kinks or something like that. Yes, the stream has derailed, which that's what just chatting streams are for. They are to derail. So that's the first thing that comes into my head. The second thing is I'm just going to play a little bit of it. I will just play the first like 5-10 seconds of it. And again, I just gonna let you listen to it.
You're buttoned up and prude, not an ounce of you is crude, and your tendencies in bed leave women snoring. But if you look deep down inside and put aside your foolish pride, there are fantasies and holes that need exploring. Close your eyes and picture Francine as a French maid, instead of wearing that same dress that's sort of pink. Sure, you'd rather
So yeah, this song gets popped into my head.
be on top and give 3 quick and stop, but I know deep down inside you've got a kink. You've got a kink. You've got a kink.
There you go. That's where I will leave it. That's where I will leave the song. I guess I will leave this as a link in Discord. All you have to do is type in American Dad got a kink, but you got it right then and there. Yeah, I love how I'm like, yeah, I'm safe for work streamer, and then I'm like, I'm going to spend 30 minutes talking about kinks. Yeah, we love Roger. Again, and we've discussed this before, but I like American Dad so much more than Family Guy. Just because it is so much better put together. Like, again, especially like late, there hasn't been any like Family Guy episodes like lately that I'm like, oh, I gotta watch that. Whereas American Dad's like, I gotta know the context. I gotta know. I gotta know. Like, Family Guy has died. Whereas American Dad, I'm like, American Dad, that's where it's at. That and South Park. So again, seriously, most of the days I drift between South Park and let's see here, South Park, SpongeBob, and American Dad. Those are like my go-to shows while I'm like working. I can just tune out. Actually, a mix of both. Personally, again. Okay. Let's see here. How long have I been streaming? Okay, we're going to get into this. So, personally. Oh, yeah. No. Again, yes, the whole. Sorry, Cobalt. The whole thing with the bondage, that one is. You gotta tread carefully. So, yeah, that's kind of my bad. So sorry if like I want to make sure that like you didn't get banned or anything. Yeah, but yeah, I see the chat. So new SpongeBob, they have a couple episodes. I'm like, okay, that's good. I like that. The thing I really do like with the new SpongeBob is I like how they are actually looking more into old but skipping seasons until most modern stuff starts getting more experimental. The thing that I like a lot with the modern, like the newer SpongeBob, is I love Plankton and Karen's relationship. I love how they're diving into that a lot more. As for SpongeBob's character itself, I'm not that interested in like to the new stuff, because again, they made him just more of like the wandering buffoon, whereas in the old one he was complex. He was like, I just remember the one episode of the Employee of the Month where he is like actually going out and sabotaging Squidward to make sure Squidward can't get Employee of the Month. Whereas that's something that this new SpongeBob wouldn't do. They just made him just so much of a complete buffoon, but like a good-hearted buffoon. So that's where I draw lines. Like, there are some aspects that I do like from the new SpongeBob. Like, again, I do like how, again, they're getting more into relationships, specifically like Plankton and Karen, and then Mr. Krabs and Mrs. Puff. Like, I do enjoy those. And then Larry the Lobster actually has his own gym. Like, again, there was some progression. I'm like, I like that. But as for the SpongeBob's character itself, it could use some more love, use some more attention. At this point, I should just like, we're making up a segment called Cartoon Corner, where we're just going to talk about cartoons. Okay, the craziest part of all that is, yes, Patrick got a spinoff, and it got extra seasons and a video game, okay? Like, I don't know what happened. Like, in every respect, it shouldn't have. Actually, I'm going to do this. Yeah, that should do it, sure. Because then I can just jump it in here. Nickelodeon saw a new cow of milk. Honestly, SpongeBob is just a cash cow they can keep milking. Just because, again, it's something they can just continuously go back to. It's like this. This is the problem. Again, I just say this is the problem with most showbiz right now. Is once they get a cash cow, they don't stop milking it, which it causes a problem in the fact that it does not lead to new creativity, does not lead to new creative stories. To where that's where I feel like in some regards we're getting a deficit. But then again, there are some amazing hits. Like, that's why Arcane has done so amazing, is because finally League of Legends, like, we have all this, we have this IP, we have all these stories. Let's now actually make a full-fledged story. Okay. Way to go, quick start. Did you quick start? Thank you. I can't believe you want to. Okay, good. The command works. The command works fantastic. And that's what I was hoping for. But stuck with one important case. I'm back. Welcome back. Yay! The hero we needed. But yeah, no, again, at one point I should just do like a whole like cartoon corner kind of deal where we just like, we're going to discuss cartoons. The good, the bad, the ugly, the crazy, and the funny. Like, actually, I was watching a video the other day that was just like a whole like deep dive into Johnny Bravo, of all things. So yeah, we've been discussing cartoons. But, oh, I'm just trying to think here. But yeah, Crick, sorry, I don't think you saw it, but how do you like my class? Top 3 cartoons. Okay, are we just doing like... Okay, we gotta separate by genre, okay? Are we doing like childhood cartoons or adult cartoons? Adult cartoons. Okay. I'm putting at the very, again, this is, again, personal opinion. At the very top, I'm putting South Park. South Park, top of the leaderboard for me for adult cartoons. Because, honestly, if you look back into history, like, seriously, South Park has been such a core part of pop culture. And they push the envelopes beyond anything anybody has been able to conceive. Like, there have been times, like, again, South Park cannot get canceled. Because if they haven't gotten canceled yet, there's no way they're going to get canceled. I've not seen Inside Job. But South Park, I'm saying, is the king of adult cartoons. They are the champ. Second place, personally, again, I would give it to, like, American Dad. And then third, I've fallen out of interest of it, but I can't deny how especially influential it was a few years ago, but Rick and Morty. But even still, I like the newer one that they've done where it's the aliens that crash landed on Earth. I can't remember what it is. Where seriously, like, I loved one whole, like, they had an entire arc of just people in a wall. Like, I can't remember. Solar Opposites. Yes. I put that one in number 3. I love Solar Opposites just because the wall story, it is so good. It is this crazy epic that's just amazing. I love that one so much more than Rick and Morty. Like, I'm just full stop. It's so much better than Rick and Morty. So yeah, I would say South Park, American Dad, and the Solar Opposites. It's such a... Like, the wall story is so good. Like, seriously, we have not gotten something that good from, like, anything of Hollywood in forever. It is so complex. It's got layers upon layers upon layers. It's just, oh, it's so good. Like, I only watched the series for the wall story. It is that enticing. It is so good. So those are my top 3, like, adult cartoons that I've seen. Childhood cartoons, personally, and again, I'm excluding anything anime, so Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, all that, not throwing it in. I would rank the shows that I would always go to, main one being Danny Phantom. I was a huge fan of Danny Phantom growing up. It was so good. I loved it. Same with Codename Kids Next Door. And honestly, one episode of Codename Kids Next Door should have been a telltale sign about me. Just because the one... Yeah, I'll get to that one in a minute. And number 3, my third go-to... I'm trying to think. It was... Ooh, SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron? Like... Might give it a little bit more to SpongeBob just because I've watched that one more. And again, gotta go into pop culture and the importance that's had. SpongeBob has been an important pop culture icon. Like, that's hands down. Fairly Odd Parents, again, this is where if it was top 5, boom, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents. They would be there. But since it's down to 3, it was just kind of those 3. Again, I do love Fairly Odd Parents. I do love Jimmy Neutron. But yeah, Fairly Odd Parents, just, it fell from grace so hard. I'm trying to think, after Channel Chasers, that's where it fell off for me. Because that was just so good. And they are playing Phasma. Okay, I gotta tell you one funny thing that I found the other day. It's just so funny. With the Jason Maskin. Our parents should have ended at Channel Chasers out, so I say. Exactly. Okay, so one funny thing real quick. This is just, it's so funny. I saw it yesterday and I died laughing. So again, going back to kind of trans stuff here. A trans person is just like, yeah, no, so I made a Discord server and I have, like, there's a channel where they play Phasmophobia on it. And it's titled Transphobia. And they're like, that's the only transphobia we want now. It's just trans people playing Phasmophobia. Again, just something funny. But as for, again, cartoons where they should have ended, honestly, that's where that one should have ended. Danny Phantom also should have ended. Lamau, that's crazy. Yeah, that's like creative. I know. I thought that was funny. Danny Phantom should have also ended with the one movie where I think everybody finds out who he is because the future version of him time travels. It should have ended around there. Like, again, I think they did a couple more episodes, but that was a pretty good place in my mind's eye where they ended it. Fairly Odd Parents, yeah, they just, again, cash cow that got the milk ran dry. Jimmy Neutron, again, I wanted more Jimmy Neutron. I really like Jimmy Neutron. Like, again, I know they did a spin-off series with Sheen, which I'm like, no, I'm good. But honestly, I did like Jimmy Neutron growing up. Jimmy Neutron was good. Fun fact, Danny Phantom got a comic as a follow-up to that evil Danny storyline. And again, they did continue the storyline a little bit where I think they did bring in another Danny, a female Danny. Because I remember her like wearing like, oh my gosh, like again, these super baggy shorts. Like, again, I nicknamed them like the rapper pants, where they're just so baggy, and then just kind of like a crop top. Yeah, the female Danny, who I think was like a clone and splice mixture of Vlad and Danny. Again, I can't remember the full story, but again, and I know with Danny learning the ghostly well, he was actually able to use that against Vlad, and Vlad's like, where the heck did you learn this power? It's like, from me in the future. So again, I really did like Danny Phantom. I remember on the bus, I had the entire intro song memorized. And again, I loved Conan Kids Next Door. Like, I'm gonna see if I can find the episode where I was like, yeah, that should have been a telltale sign that, yeah, I was trans in one regards. Like, if you guys know the episode, seeing gender soft images of fan animations of it, yeah. Like, there was an episode in Conan Kids Next Door where number 4 was sent to an academy, but it turned out to be an all-girls academy. And what they would do is they had a gun that would turn them into girls. Okay, cool. We actually ran out of the time on that one. Perfect. And so that was where I was like, that should have been a telltale sign for me, is because I was just like, I wanted to get shot by that gun. And that's coming from a kid. Bye 3D Ezra. Yep. Goodbye IRL me. Well, I still get to live with me, so. But yeah, no, I love gender swap stuff. It's all good. But okay, so with that, we've been going for about 2.5 hours. So I think this might be a good place to call it. Because again, yeah, I can just continue going on and on about cartoons. But so with that, guys, I do want to thank you all so much for tuning in to watching this Just Chatting stream. Again, tomorrow is going to be a challenge. We're going to be playing Marvel Rivals with my nice claws. Again, these aren't the longest I've done. But honestly, this length is like the perfect comfort for me because I feel like I can still do stuff. But they're long enough to where, again, it helps with gives me euphoria. But they're also not long enough to where it inhibits me from doing daily functions. So, but anyway, we're going to be playing Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Again, starting around 7 o'clock as well. No stream Wednesday because that's when I'm getting my ears pierced. And again, there's work that I probably should get done as well. Then Thursday, I'm wanting to stream as well. If I send me long nails. I think that might have been the longest ones I've done, but again, they busted off so easy. Pics after? Oh, of the ear piercing? Oh, absolutely, yeah. There will be pictures. I'll be posting them in Discord and probably Instagram as well. To which, yeah, go ahead and check out my links if you want to follow me on those other platforms. But yeah, besides that, guys, I do want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Marvel Rivals. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!